Hello everyone, hello. This is my first test with the microphone. It's quite funny because I just purchased and it works very well with the opus-quad cover. Nice. So welcome, and we just wait a little bit if somebody else come. Please make sure to write down your questions. If you want to see some features, I'll try to do my best. Even if I was able to manage the GoPro. So to use the GoPro to go quite close to the display. Thank you. Hello Marco. So you're asking what is possible with the built-in Wi-Fi? Oh, the built-in. Okay. So essentially with the Wi-Fi you can connect to your computer like having record box on it, and without cables you can use the link export mode. So it's like using, I would say, a big hard drive without having the flash drive to make and everything. Also, you can use the phone with the iOS app in Wi-Fi, so using it the same way as I mentioned, so link export, which it can be very good if you think about a backup, as the mobile phone you have always with you, so it's a great thing. You don't need to connect the computer first to let it work, because it works automatically within the Wi-Fi of your home or your studio or the club. No worries, that was my idea, to give some more information. Oh, by the way, is the sound alright? Alright, thank you. Honestly, it's super cool to talk over. I never have used before a microphone, essentially. I'm very new to it, as my voice is a little bit strange, and especially my English, because I'm not English, I'm from Italy. But it's okay, if I can help, I'm here for you guys. Marco, any other questions? I will focus on the new features of the Opus, because I noticed a lot of people didn't understand what is this and what can deliver. In my opinion, now I've been using for 1 month and something. It's an incredible machine, very strong. It's not a toy, very, very well built. Unless, it came broken, as we saw unfortunately with our friends. But the new features, and I come from CDJ 3000s. To be honest, the Opus works almost better than the CDJ 3000 with no problem. The OQ perform very, very well. The jog wheels are fantastic, so everything is overreactive, so it's super, super, super quick. Now I'm gonna switch track, and I'm gonna use the new feature, Smooth Echo. I've been setting to 1 and on the channel fader. To activate, you just press and hold the on button, and you have this knob here. I'm sorry, I don't have the GoPro to show you in details. That you can set the timing, essentially the volume. So a lot of people are confused about the effects section. So essentially it won't change anything from like an A9 or the 900. Essentially you got now other opportunities to be creative thanks to the display. So you press the button here, the second one, VFX, and essentially you got as well some banks where you can set your favorite. Like I use always delay, echo, and flanger. So like that. So going up, you go HPF, going down LPF. So essentially what it does, even if you go one, and you can even hold it. While you perform and doing something else. As this displays the new one, about its glass on the top, and it features as well a multi-touch just for those features. Guys, feel free to jump on the chat because I go on YouTube and on Twitch as well, all together. I try to answer all your questions. Hello Rasmus. So what's my favorite feature of the opus-quad? To be honest, I was with the CDJ 3000 and I was not using it all. Nowadays I found I have a lot of fun. So essentially my favorite features, of course, is an update. If you go in browse, the preview that you can use the joysticks or the controller here. If you go on the left hand side, you will start from the beginning. If you go on the right side, it will start in the middle, and I love it because really it's super quick as well. When you got a large library, you can skip the track 10 at a time like that, going up and down, and it is essentially extremely quick. And also now you go in a browser, you can check, you know, the way they made the edit of the filters to search a track is amazing. So honestly, you go key, rating, color, BPM, but the way it is, even my tag that honestly I don't use a lot because it takes a bit of time, but I believe I start using it. And really maybe the most beautiful thing of this unit is the beat effect section. Is insane, but it needs a little bit of time to get used to it. Marco, when you press the build loop button, how can I adjust the start or beginning of the loop if the loop is imprecise? Like any other other CDJ, there is the button in and out. If you press and hold in, it will create an emergency loop of 4-bit. But if you already press the loop encoder, which is insane, fantastic. This is another feature I forgot that I started using a lot, and it's brilliant because you can do a loop like that, and you can extend and move as you wish. On the waveform, you can see. Look. So how quick is that compared to the buttons of the CDJ? And if you are not precise, you can press in and out. If you press in with the jog wheel, you can move the jog wheel to find the perfect spot. So, and as well the out. So the out, look, I can move the track while it's playing, and I wanted that the loop has to end here. I press out. Now it took into account and it start playing this loop that I set. So you can fix it. Or the question. About the switching it to master channel from Azaga 991. Master channel to use all the effect, or do you switch every time to every single deck? So essentially depend what you want to do. Most of the time I go in the master. Because I use on a single track. But if you have to exit a track, as example, you can select easily under your deck selection. So channel 3, channel 1, channel 2. Even on the mic, just on the mic, you can put the effect like. You see? Now there is a flinger. You can put a reverb, spiral, ping pong. Oh, I love that. You can have a lot of fun. Echo and delay. Even 1 bit. This is 1 bit. 3/4, half, a quarter. So it works very well. And as I show you, you can use like the old school, like the button, the parameter, and the bit FX. What it changed compared to the past, a lot of people complain, is just because it's on the display. There is nothing wrong with that. It's super quick. It's not printing on the unit, but you literally can see. So who cares? So it works very, very, very well. Rasmus, so what soft update you open welcome? To be honest, for what I use it for, is essentially has got everything I need in terms of soft update. I don't see anything to be added apart. They should maybe enable the Pro DJ Link properly, because I believe they can do it, and it's a software limitation for marketing purposes. So because as example, I want to add a DJS 1000 a sampler on my set, and I want to sync it. And I cannot do it at the moment, so I have to bit match by ear, which is completely fine, but it's a shame. I found a little workaround to play a little bit with samples with opus-quad bank that I didn't know before they existed. So essentially you can put on channel number 3, channel number 4 some sample on the cues, and it's fantastic. Of course you can pause it and go everywhere you want. Yeah, absolutely, Rasmus. Yeah, there are so many features that come from the CDJ. Essentially, if you play with the CDJ 3000, those features are already available there. Oh, okay. Zaga. If I switch into master channel to use all the effect, or I switch every time to every single deck. Most of the time I use the master channel. So hello Dominic. Welcome. So Yeah, my type of mixing, most of the time I use on the master, but when I blend the two tracks together, sometimes if I wanna, as example, do an echo out without using the smooth echo, what I do, essentially I choose the channel in a second, but I go always on the master because you never know. Oh yes, Rasmus. Yeah. Of course, it's like the, I believe as well, the RX3, and as well the CDJ 3000 give you this opportunity to do the preview with the finger. Yeah, as you mentioned on the headphone. But the Opus doesn't have any volume for the preview. That's what I found. Maybe they should implement a little bit better. And sometimes it's very loud. But honestly, I've done many tests, and you get used to it. And like anything, it needs to be, studied a little bit. You need to practice to get used to it. But once you get used to it, honestly, it's super quick in everything you do. Yes, Dominic. Yeah, I strongly agree. Honestly, as I mentioned before, because you just joined in, I used to have the CDJ. After I say, you know what, I want to go back to the vinyl. So I sold them. I sold it as new because they offer me a lot of money. So I say, you know what, okay. And then I miss the digital part where you can prepay your set on fly. There are a lot of advantages and on the digital. So I didn't know how, but when they released it, I just purchased without thinking about it, without knowing what it's all about. At the beginning, I was very skeptical, about the design and everything. But once you get the hands on, you cannot live without. Azaga, you mean dB? What was the dB? What you mean? You mean decibel or something? I got no idea about how much decibel have you got into your setup. I don't know. Oh yeah, Dominic, the database is incredibly fast, and honestly, it works incredibly fast. I never experienced something like that on a digital device, and yeah, even the search is insane. Alright, I see. So it's talking about the aggregator setting for decibel level. Hello Corrado Pilone, welcome. Dominic, I really don't know. I don't remember. I can double check if just to let you know, when you press shortcuts and you press an alt, you go into the main menu. I believe in the audio output, I don't know if you're talking about the attenuator or something like that. So I got 0 decibel, everything. Even because, I'm the only one who's gonna use it, so I know my stuff. Like, I never go over. Alright. So because I was a little bit confused about it. Guys, any question? Any other questions? And I apologize with everyone. It's my first time ever speaking on a microphone. I just purchased today this Shure just to do this today, just for fun, just to be helpful, because I know a lot of guys are still waiting for the unit. So I want to really help, because I feel you. You know what I mean? I know what you feel. I know it's a shame that we live in a world where nothing is available nowadays. So, and I feel very lucky that I had the unit the first day. That's what we're for. Oh, Dominic, yeah, no way, man. I've been in touch with the Pioneer Japan, the engineers. So I really pissed them off. At the end, I received this morning an email from them. Oh, look, we solved it. I say thank you. So essentially, with the new update, is amazing. The new update solved all the problem, and so finally, you can do whatever you like. I strongly recommend maybe to format the hard drive or the flash drive before, to don't have problem in the future. And I recently purchased the SanDisk Pro, and the SanDisk Pro, the Extreme Pro, is super fast. I got a very limited collection, to be honest. It's around 600-700 tracks. So it works like in really less than a minute. Be exported without no problem finally. Adzaga. Thank you. Oh, by the way, me and Adzaga, we are friends. We live in UK, but we live quite far away. Luckily for him, we discovered that there is a store that he knows has got one opus-quad in stock, ready to be dispatched. You will receive it in 1 working day, totally free, within UK only. So maybe, if Adzaga, you can type maybe your email, your contact. People can get in touch with you, and you can support them to get in touch with the store and wherever. I tested, because I've done 3 different USB, like even the old one, no problem at all. Go for it. Just update the record box to the latest release, and you will see it works amazingly fine. And so no problem, do it. No, yo no hablas español. I'm from Italy, from very close to Naples. Yeah, so I would say when somebody near in Manchester asks me, "Oh, are you Spanish?" No, I'm worst. I'm Italian. And if something is not clear, just make sure to ask again, because maybe my accent is not the best one in the world. I'm really trying to do my best. Thank you, Adzaga. Yeah, no problem, because I know a lot of people are struggling to get one. Honestly, for our, the rules in the group, it doesn't allow, it's not nice, you know what I mean? Like, we want to make it a clean atmosphere and anything, but I know a lot of people are struggling to get their own unit. So just send a mail to this guy, and he get you in touch with the store, and you can have the Opus the day after tomorrow. That's it. Of course, there is only one unit, he says, if I'm not wrong. So First come, first served. Oh yeah, Dominic, that's so funny. But I really don't understand why a person should be angry about something like a device, a gear. You can like it, you cannot like it. You got the money, you buy. You don't have the money, you save the money, you buy. You do a finance. But honestly, I've been impressed about nowadays the society. They have to judge everything. And honestly, I'm a little bit upset about those people because what's wrong with them? Like, I've done like you, I remember you because we purchased, I believe, the same day or something like that. We just, without knowing what it was about. So we've been lucky. Yes, I strongly agree. Dominic say I can wait until more people can get their hands on this unit. I think it's hilarious with the comparison to the XZ, which this unit when they haven't used it. Yeah, I strongly agree. There is a French guy on YouTube. He's done a comparison, and honestly, when you see the XZ compared to this one, especially the display, it looks like the XZ has got 20 years. It's a 20 years old device. Oh, that's super cool. Yeah. That's so funny. But to be honest, I understand that some people use some features like the sleep mode. I never use in my life for my style. I play funky disco, all this kind of thing, a little bit deep. So I don't need that thing. It's like the reverse. I never use in my life. It's not something that it fits to my style. You know what I mean? So maybe that's why I don't understand 100%. But honestly, I don't see anything missing on the Opus, especially the one who says about the pads. I'm used to the CDJ 3000 because when I go and play in a club, in a bar or somewhere, you find the CDJ 3000 that they don't features the pads that are the industry standard and the top high range of Pioneer DJ. So essentially, I'm used to it. When I move from my studio to the club, I go with a flash drive, my headphone, and I got exactly the same feeling and the same setup. I don't have to do anything. It won't change anything. Yes, Zaga, you say that the only thing, very comfy is about switching the effects because you believe you prefer the physical. So the physical switch. Essentially, don't forget that apart that you got some preset, you got the banks. If you go in Beat FX, as you know, you can set 4 different effects on fly. So this one, in my opinion, is even quicker than the physical button because you have to skip from the left to the right and side. Honestly, it's even better. So me personally, I use delay, echo, and flanger. That's it, not even the fourth, because I got confused with the effects and everything. I want to make it simple. That's why, just the time to press bit effects, delay, echo, flanger. That's it. Or if you remember on the flanger, or if you you leave on the flanger, you can use the physical button that are here. So I don't see any problem. Like, you see? Yes, Dominic, I was skeptical too on the design when I saw. I criticize. I say I will never buy the day after I had it. So, and the physical switch, yes, I strongly agree about that. That the physical switch was always a guesswork, because in a very dark environment, you had to memorize how many clicks to the left or right. Yes, it's way better like that, in my opinion. And I'm used to work in very dark environment. Even when I do the live set, I turn off most of the light because I like that feeling. You know, I like to enjoy. One thing that I noticed as soon as I purchased, that I don't know for what reason, the buttons, the one on the side of the display, don't lit. So waveform, bit effects, shortcuts, search, browse, playlist, and tag list, they don't lit. So if you don't know where they are, you don't see anything. And that was my first thing that I was very upset about it. But now I know where the buttons are, and that's it. Yeah, we are in the year 3 of the CDJ 3000. I believe the new database is an exclusive about the Opus, because they changed something internally, like in terms of power, in terms of the way it works, like more like a computer, as they said. So I don't believe they're gonna bring the new database to the CDJ 3000, but in a couple of years maybe there will come CDJ 4000 and you will have that. Yeah, it will be the future, the new database, because it's quicker. There is a reason why. And yeah, absolutely. Hopefully, because a lot of people are looking for the onboard analysis. And to be honest, it's a feature I'm not a big fan of it. Maybe something is missing for some people. The real thing, it would be the streaming services. But I'm sure they will implement very soon. Yes, Azaga, you need to train your brain in a different way, because you're used to that system for many years. You know, a lot of people have been using the switch on the effect, and now it's different. I'm lucky because I'm coming from Alan and It and the analog world, so for me it's totally new, so I had to learn from scratch. And after a month, I still make a lot of mess. I still mispress the button, I press something that doesn't exist. You know, it takes a bit of time, but when you get into it, really there is no limit. As example, the key they put in here on you press a little arrow and you can change the key. And it works very well to match the key, even when you need to do the master tempo. You don't see any notice or artifact or anything. I'm extremely impressed about the sound quality. Sound quality is the main sell point for me. The sound quality and the effect on the screen. That's what I was. The sound quality, Alan and It is better because it's analog, but in my opinion, but the effect, there is nothing to say about it, and that's what I was really missing when I was playing with the Alan and It, a proper effect unit. And this one is built in and is super quick and reliable. Guys, if you got any other questions, we're here for you. We got the support as well, Dominic, that he knows more than me a lot of things. And also, could you please elaborate a little bit? What do you think about the multiple groups? Oh, you mean the Facebook groups? Yeah, I thought about the opus. I say, oh, is that a feature? I didn't see. Yeah, but as long as he keep it clean and informative with no mess, I'm not an administrator, by the way. I'm just, they give me the opportunity to be just a support, because there are a lot of spam. I don't like spam, and I try to erase everything, as soon as I can. That's why. But maybe just send a message to the administrator of the group where I'm in. That's it. Oh yeah, yeah. I can see many people appreciate the bag that I found. Yeah, he's amazing. You done a great job. Honestly, I will go with the box. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, that bag. But honestly, there is in the market a lot of stuff that you can adapt at the moment. But after, the problem is the protection. Even so, you're gonna bring it. You're gonna pull in a taxi or in your car, and you're gonna go in a club, and that's it. I mean, you're not gonna throw it somewhere or from the balcony or something that you need an extra protection. That's why I didn't take into consideration the fly case. Even if I love it with the wheels, it's very well made. The Pioneer one, this one is horrible in my opinion, and it takes too much space. But I had a conversation with some Pioneer representative, and they're working on it, the bag. So it's just a matter of time, like anything, it takes a bit of time to come. Yeah, that's interesting, using the AI to mix. But honestly, what was, in my opinion, was the point? The funny part is to feel the music and to enjoy the mixing. Making mistakes, we human being, who cares? The important thing is the music. That's why what I say, like before I say with Dominic, we were talking about people hating the device without not even knowing. Honestly, it's a device. The most important thing is the music. If you got good music, if you know how to read the crowd, how to entertain them, and you have a good time, who cares whatever you use? It's up to you. Use it. And as well, the IQ isolator. It works very, very well. Did you have time to test the Opus with medium big set of speakers? Because since I purchased, is here in my room. That's it. And but I had some feedback that it works very, very good. Essentially, still 32 bits. It's got most of the component of the A9, so I expect there is no problem. I tried quite heavily on the KRK, but it sounds perfect. It sounds very, very perfect. Yeah, Dominic, you had to be careful. Yeah, in fact, Dominic surely he played. I've seen some pictures. He was all over the places. He works a lot, so he can tell us about how does it sound on the big systems. Yeah. To tour with the Opus, it will be really dramatic. Yeah, you need a flight case for that. But that's why flight case to fly. So yeah, definitely. Yeah, Dominic, otherwise you had to buy a ticket and you bring it with you on a seat, on a plane. That would be funny. Here's my friend, Opus. Azaga is asking to, I believe, Dominic, what headphone are you using? Essentially, he found a difference with the XZ. The XZ was a little bit more punchy, especially on the bass frequencies. And because he had V modem. Here we go, Azaga, spend your money. Yeah, the Ultima Ear live series are incredible. Yeah, I know that. Honestly, you don't have to go that far. When I purchased the opus-quad, I dropped in the bin the HD25 and I got the X10 now. And incredible. Yeah, I'm in love with that. The sound quality is very, very crisp, very open. You have to get used to it, but once you get used to it, there is nothing compared to the 25 Sennheiser. Yeah, the Shure 215, I believe, or something like that. I believe there is Moyax, the famous YouTuber. He reviewed some in-ear headphones. Maybe, yeah, I will send you a link. Later on. Yeah, it's a shame we don't live close by. But I'm sure if you go to the store when you purchase the Opus, if they got something on demo, you can try. Guys, I say to you, yes, I had the same perception when I switched from the Allen & E to the Pioneer, the HD25. There were no punchy roll, so that's why I purchased the X10. And the X10 are incredible for the bass and for all the frequencies actually. Yeah, if you like this kind of headphone, just go for it. You'll be happy. Otherwise, yeah, like Dominic says, the IEM, in here, yeah, they sure are very, very good. But if you like the bass, to feel the bass, the X10. Guys, is any features you would like to see? Oh, by the way, Dominic, have you tried the Q bank list? I don't remember the name. The Q bank list? Yes. Yes, Azaga, if I use the quantize for loop, yes I do. I got the quantize always on. Oh yeah, now I put my voiceover on channel 3. You just press once, it load it. And as soon as you finish, I can pause it. Like that.
Romolo Fevola is now mixing for you.
Yeah, at the moment I use it for the voiceover once a while, but you can do a lot of things. Like if you prepare some like percussion, so some acapellas, you can do really a lot. Oh, thank you so much, Marco, for joining in. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful evening or morning. I don't know where you are. Yeah, obviously you need the third deck or the fourth deck to do so. Otherwise, just doing one is a little bit limited, and that's what the Opus is fantastic for. Yes, I do. If you see, I got deck 3 now is Amber and third channel.
Romolo Fevola is now mixing for you.
So like that, you can preview, you can use the queue. The new features that you can move as well on the queue, and it changed the color. Why it changed the color? Because, as example, you see now it's blue, now it's green. So the queue, you go from this point, yeah, that's fantastic. And this is an exclusive of the Opus. The 3000 don't have that. Yeah, you can get confused and you can mess up everything. Of course, when I play in a club, I try to be as simple as possible. That's why, again, the Opus is perfect. Doesn't have all the, stuff around that you can make a mistake. You know what I mean? Yeah, I strongly agree. Yeah, if I use quite a lot actually, because sometimes there are tracks, instead of using the queue, you got the queue that you do once in the when you prepare the tracks on record box, and you got it, so it's quicker, easier. You don't have to scroll through the queue point to see what it's all about, and you can simply use it as a starting point or something. You can really, it's incredible what you can do now. So essentially what I've done is I create all cue bank lists like voiceovers, percussions, hi-hats, kicks, drum tops, full drums, piano, synth, guitars, full track loops and effects. At the moment I didn't have the time to populate that, so I got just the two: intro, start and vocal only. That's it. But in theory it's fantastic. That's it. That's it. Guys, if you don't have any more questions, maybe we can close this first time. Maybe next time, we plan a little bit in advance. And I'm sure a lot of guys will receive the unit very soon. Hopefully. So that will come with a lot of questions on the groups. Dominic, thank you so much for your patience, your time. Thank you everyone joining in. And if you need me, I'm always around. So enjoy. Yeah, I'm gonna play just this track and that's it. Thank you, Dominic. Get in touch with the administrator of the group, so he may help. I just discovered that I can put minus 24 dB on the top cover. Sounds quite nice, 24 dB, so it's quite clear, isn't it? I need to find out because I just purchased the mic. -6. Yeah, it seems okay. Thank you everyone to joining again. So, just for your information, I removed the feedback reducer because I'm using the headphone anyway, and I selected -24 dB. This is just a test as well to see if I can use the microphone on my live streaming on Twitch. If you like to follow me, just subscribe to my Twitch channel. Much appreciated. Thank you. Ehi Pancio! Sorry guys, I'm start talking in Italian because otherwise, it's not gonna understand me. He's a good friend of mine, one of my maestros back in the days. Ciao Pancio, sì, si può fare qualcosa, la puoi acquistare. Come si sente il microfono? Il tail cover va bene? È una bella qualità secondo me. Per quello che costa ovviamente. Ho messo il tail cover che abbassa a -24 dB, quindi dovrebbe essere abbastanza chiaro il tutto e non so. Quindi confermi che va bene? Sì. Il microfono ho dovuto metterlo quasi al massimo perché i microfoni dinamici sono molto bassi, però va bene, cioè almeno in cuffia con l'X10 lo sento bene, con tutti i setting a 0. Ci sta. Ok, grazie. Di default è selezionato normale e quindi abbassa molto la musica, mentre advanced cerca di mixarla. Non so quale piace di più. Ti piace più questa qui o quella lì che si sente un po' più la musica? Questa qui è l'advanced. Cioè l'Advance riesce a mixare un po' meglio, si sentono un po' di artefatti nella musica, però è abbastanza chiara, che va bene, secondo me la lascio così di default. E questa qui dell'Opus, una nuova cosa che hanno aggiunto. E poi puoi mettere gli effetti sul microfono, che è una figata pazzesca. Ora vi faccio vedere. Ciao. Ciao. È fortissimo. Sì, ecco. Pingo pong. Spiral. Sì. Riverbero. Il transport. Il filtro passa alto e passa basso. Flanger, il classico flanger. Phaser, il phaser minimo e massimo, minimo. Il pitch.
Oh, che figata.
Pancio, ciao Pancio, è bellissimo.
Il roll. Vinyl break. Sì, vinyl break. Questo è il e infine il classico delay a mezzo, 3 quarti, 1, 2 e 4 bit. Sì, no, va benissimo. Comunque con la voce il pitch è qualcosa di sensazionale, mi diverte troppo. Ok, grazie a tutti. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for joining in and to be with me. It was just a test, essentially just to show some features, to have a chat together. And I see you on Twitch, YouTube, everywhere. I'm everywhere. So have a wonderful night. Thank you. Good night.